Yes. Anyways, guys, remember, Aaron Imholte is part of the Nick Rekieta saga, the RQ. Aaron was prosecuted for basically revenge pornography and disseminating a nude image of Nick's wife, Kayla, and sending it to Gino Bisconti. And for that, Aaron was charged with a felony and a misdemeanor. What Aaron ended up pleading out to was to the misdemeanor offense. And on Wednesday, he was facing his sentencing, and it was supposed to happen. But as the lead up to the sentencing occurred, there were some issues and there were some things popping up as they started going here, and it was a little interesting here. So there were some things that popped up among them here, chat. You could see there were a couple things that showed up, and one of them was that there were two victim impact statements like a week apart, and you're like, really? You know, the Nick's sitting there revising it, and he wants to do stuff. Whereas one from Kayla and one from Nick. You know, Nick's like, Aaron, when you ate my goo, you didn't eat all of it. You didn't even say thank you. Aaron, I've never felt so empty in my life. Come back, please. Oh, I just don't know why do we have to have two of them? Why do we have to have two of them? Either way. Allegedly, one of them's from Kayla. I'm sure it's not like, Nick typed it up, and it's very much like Richard Harris and Cromwell when he's standing there with Charles I's death warrant. Do you agree? Sign here. Sign it. Sign it. All right. So as we got ready, some things popped up, including a violation report regarding the terms of pretrial release. So what happened here? Well, there's some allegation stuff occurred. At the time, it wasn't made clear, but there was someone to appear before the court on June 25th at 1:45. Aaron's attorney, Todd Peterson, I know you guys are bagging on him, but it's like, I don't know. I know people are bagging on him, but it's like, I don't know how much different this would go. So he says, we are scheduled to be in front of the sentencing for next week. There's a dispute whether my client's actions actually constitute a violation. Well, there is a dispute, but the court made it clear in their dispute. We're going to get to that. The victim's apparently continuing to watch my show for some reason. Frankly, I would invite her to simply turn off the computer or not visit the website. Yes, the Tyler, the Creator thing. Just shut the off and go outside. Like, I don't know how they take turns watching it between all the Star Trek. Does she dual screen it or what? I don't know. Really, you know what happens? Aaron and Nick and all the Dabbleverse people are just like, look at the steel toe, man. No. That's what's happening. That's what's happening here, chat. So anyways, that happens. And basically what happened at the sentencing hearing, well, it turned into a complete disaster. The judge started spurging out because apparently Aaron was being mean. He was being the mean steel toe man. And, we still don't know 100% sure what all the violations were. But allegedly, and I don't know when the hell I talked about Kayla, who knows? But I will say, I know some people were saying, well, you can't just prevent him from talking about somebody. And I will say this. Here in Ohio, there's a protection order out between me and Kiki, for example. And, but I can't talk to Kiki, and that's correct. But I also can't just go on to Facebook and go, oh my God, Kiki's a retard. That would also get me in trouble. So I think that's the issue. I think that's an issue there. I think that's a problem. That happened. So that is what happened there. Basically, they believed Aaron had violated the terms of the pretrial release. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what? So what happened? Aaron got put in jail and his bond got increased. So he had to post bond, get booked, and then released again. So now he's got new bond conditions. But on top of that, the sentencing hearing is now set for October 2nd, 2025. So the hearing, it's not all over yet, chat. So Nick on the plus side gets to look into Aaron's eyes one more time in a very close and intimate setting. Whether they'll be allowed to caress each other, I don't know. But they will come back October 2nd. So was this a win for the toe? No, this was not a win for the toe. Nick got a dub. He's got two of those now. He's got two. I'm sure he's a rarefied air. Like, what do you do with 2 dubs? But hey, he's got him. He's got him. So these are the amended release order for Aaron Imholte, if that's his real name. The toe, yes, the toe was stubbed. Yes. All right. So what happened here? So he's got his amended charges. He's got his amended charges here. There's amended bond conditions. He had to post a $100,000 bond, with no further conditions, or he posted with a $50,000 bond. He had to be subject to additional conditions. And Aaron went this route, chat. So what was he allowed to do? Well, they came down to additional terms here. Okay. All other conditions imposed, except those added or amended, remain in full force and effect. He says the signature acknowledges, I understand what's going on here. I understand a violation is a contempt of court, will be cause for arrest or forfeiture of bail and may also constitute a criminal offense. So that came through. So what are Aaron's additional terms? What are Aaron's additional terms at this point? Here are the additional interim conditions for Imholte, Aaron. So what happened here? So he has to remain law-abiding. Well, I mean, don't we all, chat? We all have to remain law-abiding. He has to make all future court appearances. I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, on the positive side, Nick showed up to court. So, Aaron does this one 100% well. Thank God Nick doesn't have that as a requirement. He struggles. Make and maintain contact with the attorney, correct? Don't leave Minnesota without court approval. That's pretty obvious. Keep your attorney informed of current address. Contact probation as directed. No contact with the victims. Makes sense. Don't enter the victim's residence. Well, I mean, if they really wanted to make sure Aaron couldn't enter, they could have left the mountain of garbage in the way. But they cleaned the house so anybody can really get in the house now. Stay a reasonable distance away from the residence. Well, yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. So the conditions there, he had to do these additional conditions. Basically, he just has to shut the up. That's going to be what's going on here. Oh, so yeah, that is kind of it for Aaron right now. So his case is kind of up in the air. Who knows what the judge is going to do? Is it still just going to be $50? Are we going to have just one? What's the value of the KNU going to be? Are we going to have the new KNU? It's like we're going to have a devaluation of the dollar. What's the max sentence? Up to 364 days. So, but yes, this was not a win for the toe. This was not a win for the toe. How did the toe violate the agreement? Apparently, he mentioned Kayla or referenced Kayla, and then while Keanu had the show, Aaron apparently had told her, which if he really did do this, he is a dumb motherfucker. But Aaron had apparently directed her to Kiki to talk about Kayla all the time. Now, if she had done it on her own, that would probably be a little something you can get away with. But if he did allege that, and who really knows at this point? I don't know. But Nick got an impacted tampon, and he couldn't pull it out, and it was hurting him. And he had to come into court, and they pulled it out for him, and he had to take a breath. So, but yeah. Anyways, it's still Nick versus Aaron. It's still Tard jousting. So please choose your fighter and cheer them on, because it does provide us with glee and entertainment. Is it hearsay? It's a little different when you're dealing with post-release or probation and bond violations. It's a little different. The rules are kind of faster and looser. So they are a little different. But yeah, guys, that is the saga of Aaron right now. He don't gonna have to stop Aaron.